The world is drowning. When the Everrain began, no alarms were rung, no urgent calls to action issued, but the relentless rains that had begun so innocuously would not cease, ever attended by darkened skies of ill portent. It soon became apparent that this was no natural occurrence, so I resolved to head out into the world to study this phenomenon. I traveled far, investigating every rumor and clue that came to my attention, no matter how tenuous. In my journey, I frequented all manner of insalubrious establishments, and it was in the places neighboring the seas where my research made prolific, yet worrisome progress. The whispered stories from the sailors and seafolk were fantastical to contemplate. They spoke of creatures of preternatural origin, of the dead and the drowned returning to life, and of horrors beyond depiction claiming the lives of their compatriots. Ordinarily, the validity of these claims would have been feeble at best, yet I could see in the eyes of the speakers a lingering terror that bore witness to a cause beyond fabrication. I hoped that a lifetime of studying the occult had skewed my deductions. Yet in the privacy of my study, the horrible truth revealed itself in earnest. An ancient and unknowable entity that had almost escaped written history in its entirety was stirring in its slumber, dreaming of remaking the world in its image. I had hoped I would not be alone in my suppositions, and rushed to explain my findings to anyone that would listen. My peers and colleagues, with whom I had long stood in good stead, dismissed me, as one would dismiss a common vagabond. My theories were labeled as nothing more than an overindulgence of my own academic obsessions. I begged them all to consider my proposals with the utmost gravity, and invited them to scrutinize my research. But in their minds the die had been cast regarding my fanciful tales. There is a great evil coming. It will arrive and unmake the world whether we choose to believe in its existence or not. Perhaps I am too late, and my discoveries only burden me with a knowledge of the inevitable. Yet I cannot succumb to such invasive notions. Action must be taken, or a watery grave will be the shared fate of us all.